Hi, and welcome to Two Tired Teachers. Today I'm going to be telling you how I am making stir fry for us to carry on our trips. It's not going to be the way most people do, and I hate to tell you, but I just don't really measure anything. This is going to be a double batch so that we have one meal tonight and one while we're gone. And I start with using soy sauce and teriyaki sauce, about as much, to double the soy sauce to teriyaki. Stir that together, and then I add a thin sliced steak of some kind, skirt steak, whatever you can find that's very lean, as lean as possible. And I'd bought this a while back and had it in my freezer before I thought about freeze drying it. So this has a bit more fat than I would like, but I used it anyway. And you mix all that together and let the meat cook in this sauce. While that's cooking, I sliced up a lot of cabbage. Folks, we love cabbage in our stir fry. It's a great way to get a lot of vegetables, and use whatever vegetables you want. My sister always puts in water chestnuts. I didn't have any, so I didn't add those, but I put the cabbage in first because it's going to take the longest to cook. And I let that cook down a bit before I add the frozen vegetables. And you can add frozen, you can add canned, whatever you prefer. That's what you need to add. But we're trying to make this a one dish, so when we're traveling, all we have to do is add water to it. So we're adding lots of veggies. Then I added a can of pineapple tidbits, got all of that in, and then it's time to simply mix it all and let it cook. And if you let it cook uncovered, it's going to help cook out some of the extra moisture. Now, I didn't have freeze dryer trays ready whenever when this meal was through, so I just put it in baggies and put it in the freezer. Let those thaw out just a bit so I could chop it into sections that I thought would freeze dry a bit faster. And what I had there, we ate one meal, and then I had about a tray and a half left. When it was through, it was completely dry, just like styrofoam. And so I divided it into a couple of meals. I then added an oxygen absorber, vacuum sealed it, and then used the Harvest Right pulse sealer. All right, the day has come. Time to taste our freeze-dried stir fry. And I just took this out last night, put it in a Ziploc bag because I knew I was going to be trying it out today. That is super dry. So we are going to, I've got some water heating and we'll get right to it. Ordinarily, we're going to serve this over rice, but for this small amount, I didn't. But you can easily make out the peas, the corn, lots of cabbage, some meat. I don't know if you can see that, but it is just like soaking it in completely. And this is one of those dishes, it's not going to matter if there's a little extra juice, because when it was originally cooked, wow, already this is starting to smell amazing. All right, you can see it's already soaked up almost all of that. What I'm going to do is get it all mixed in where everything's got some moisture on it, and I am going to simply cover it for a second and let that soak. Okay, I'm going to make sure I've got that little piece of meat there. Looks amazing. It honestly taste a little better than it did when it was fresh, because this was one of those things that when I finished it, I really didn't have room in my freezer, etc. So it sat in my refrigerator for a day or two, and all of those flavors have just infused. Honestly, it's better than fresh. This is awesome. And if you're looking for a one dish, freeze dryer friendly meal, you might want to experiment with what your family would like in stir fry. Thanks for watching Two Tired Teachers.